Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Sitch Radio. This is an auditory newsletter for what's going on here at the studio. In addition to that, we're going to modify and do other things with the show now that we can, because we have some more capability than we once did. So, for example, you're seeing a picture under me. I'm going to get rid of that. First and foremost, I want to let you know I am running everything by myself here. That's why music's still playing and hasn't faded out yet. And I'm doing that to A, really learn this new system, and B, show people that it can be done without somebody running the board behind them. But again, Brian Colburn, Sitch Radio. We are on Bullhorn Live. If you are watching this on Twitch and or YouTube, head on over to bullhorn.fm, download the app, or create a listener account on the web browser of your choice, and you can actually be part of the show. Let me run down a few features for you. Number one, there's a call-in section. You can actually push a button on your phone or on the screen with your mouse, and I will see you pop up, and I can add a caller to an episode, which might be a little scary for some because we have no clue who they are and or what they're going to talk about. But man, I love that excitement about that. Number two, there is a chat section where listeners can chat amongst themselves, which again is another pretty cool feature. And then there is a Q&A section where listeners can Q&A with me, ask the host, and not just me. Many shows are using Bullhorn, but ask the host or guests questions, and then they can be answered. And those questions can be upvoted and downvoted by the listeners. So if you want to know what color the sky is and 10 other people do and they upvote it, that question is going to rise to the top for us to see and address first. Really, really cool. And then there's a polling feature, which I think is really cool as well. If I'm not breaking things here, I am going to add a poll to the screen right now, and you can see what that looks like. And that's not the poll. Let's get rid of that. Let's slide the poll over there. Bang! How much time do you engage with your audience? And I meant to say on a weekly basis. Less than an hour a week, less than 3 hours a week, more than 3 hours a week. That's one cool thing about Bullhorn is the engagement tools that it has to offer. And if you're a seasoned podcaster, you understand the importance of engaging with your audience and bringing the audience into the show. They're not just listeners. They're part of the tribe, and bantering back and forth or answering their questions and getting them involved with it only makes the show bigger, better, faster, stronger, which is very, very cool. And that's why we are moving this show and I'd podcast that 2.0 to the Bullhorn platform on Fridays. So this show will be every Friday at 8-ish, 8 a.m. I was a little late today. I actually started the show. I was talking to myself. I forgot to click go live. Silly me, new platform. But then at 4 p.m. this afternoon, Pacific time, we are going to do I'd Podcast That 2.0. Now, that is a daily show, Monday through Friday. Monday through Thursday is behind a paywall over on Substack on a podcaster's newsletter. Friday is free and open to the world. And this show or that show is going to change a little bit to where we're going to extend the time. It's not going to be short little tips and tricks on improving podcasting, but will become a Q&A session as well. So we want people to get in there and ask questions and allow us to answer them with our experience and knowledge and just the amount of time we've had in the podcasting space. You might not agree with us. We're going to do our best to answer all of your questions truthfully and honestly. And if I don't know the answer, I'm going to tell you I don't know, but I will find out and I will get back to you. So that is something we will pledge to you. In addition to all of that cool stuff, you can flash images on the screen like I showed earlier with that poll. It's a little bit different. I'm going to slide an image over and we're going to get that up there. And not only is this an image, this is a clickable link while you're consuming this piece of content. So if you click that link right now, you're going to go to a meetup group called Podcasting at Sitch Radio. And that is a monthly meetup that we hold here at Sitch Radio for local podcasters. The majority of the people that come are not customers. They are indies looking to improve their production, and they come and get to collaborate with other creators, number one. And number two, hear the presentation, hopefully take away a few nuggets to help them improve their show. That is on Meetup. And again, if you click that link, you will see it. I will leave that up there just a little bit longer. And again, if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube, you're not going to see this. You don't know what I'm talking about. I will put links and or respond to your questions in the comments below and let you know where you can find these places. But Meetup, Podcasting at Sitch Radio is the name of the group. And or if you search Brian Colburn, you will find me. That is a really cool feature. Just think what that can do for your advertisers. When you're talking about them or running that ad, you can put a clickable link on screen and the users on Bullhorn can actually engage with it. That's pretty powerful. We completely dig that. There is another meetup group that I'm involved in, and I'm going to slide that over for you. And this one is called Brews in Business. This is a local networking group. Myself and a gentleman named John Campbell, we run the OC edition together. There's also a San Luis Obispo edition and a Chino Valley edition within the same group. So if you see a meetup coming up, ensure that it is in the area you wish to participate. Ours will always say OC edition and or be a local brewery in Orange County. We change locations each and every week. We do revisit some of our favorites, but it's a great way to come together in a more casual environment with a lot of people around, have a beer or drink of your choosing, and network with other like-minded local professionals. So all the OC edition meetups will have a logo along this line. The OC edition with the oranges is typically off to the right, and the name of the brewery or the logo of the brewery is on the left side of the image. If you visit there now, by clicking this link, you'll see what I'm talking about. Next week is already up. John Campbell is running that one. My last one was at Taps just a couple of days ago. So that's what that is about. And let me get this closed and or just out of the way. There we go. So yeah, let's just do a quick recap. In addition to what I've talked about now, I guess this isn't a recap, but Sitch Radio is a local Orange County. We're located in Irvine Podcast Production Studio. Some of my customers are across the country, in other countries even. We have the capability to bring in and do live shows such as this, and then turn that content into podcasts for on-demand consumption and or videos for on-demand consumption later. So we are here with a mission to help you tell your story. It doesn't matter what that story is. It doesn't matter what level of production service you need. We will step in and do what is needed to, again, facilitate that mission of helping you tell your story. To give you a little lay of the land, this isn't going to be awesome, but I'm going to flip cameras to camera number 1, and you're going to see the main shot on the stage. And I'm going to turn some lights up for you in there so you can get a better look of what's going on the other side of the glass. So again, this being camera 1, again, center shot, main shot. We also have camera 2. And then camera 3 is usually on the other side, but right now I have it looking into the booth. So we can actually look in and see the hosts. There's a clock there so people know how long they're running. I do not have an angle of their view back to the cameras and the lights. There's 3 cameras in there, 1 in the booth. But that's a little tour. When you walk in the door, you're typically meted by Jeanette. And then there's a little lounge area, couch, a couple of chairs. You can sit down, you know, rethink walk yourself through your show, maybe meet with a guest before you go on, and or hang out after your episode is done. We'd love for you to come down and check it out. Um, just give us a call. Our web address is sitchradio.com. And I believe I've got a clickable link for you there too. We're going to slide that over into place and you can click that, visit our website. We do offer 20-minute free consultations. You will see that in the main nav bar. We offer online booking so you can see when the studio is available to help book your guests if you do not have a regular day and time slot of the week. Wow. And again, I didn't anticipate anybody watching this episode live, but I encourage you to on the Bullhorn platform so we can include you into the show. I've got no issues doing Q&A sessions on this show about the studio and about what we do provide, offer. If you want podcasting tips and tricks, hit us back up at 4 p.m. for I'd Podcast That 2.0, which you can subscribe to on all your favorite podcast players, the Friday edition. If you want Monday through Thursday, you need to visit Substack, a podcaster's newsletter, and sign up for it there. The Monday through Friday episodes are gated, so it is a monthly membership. It's very low cost, just to get that information and help you improve your podcasting. I think I'm going to wrap this episode up. These episodes usually are not long. Again, it's just what's going on in and around Orange County. I have yet to plan out next month's meetup here at the station, but when I do, I will get that shared with you. And again, every Friday, 8 a.m. here on Bullhorn. If you're, again, watching on Twitch and or YouTube, bullhorn.fm, get the app, pretty cool tool to be a listener. You could be watching a cryptocurrency podcast and add your phone number to the call list, and they might include you into the show for Q&A. You can ask questions. I mean, what an awesome tool. We are happy to be here using Bullhorn and look forward to learning how to use it better in the future. Until next week, you're listening to Sitch Radio, a podcast about what is going on here at the studio in Irvine. We kind of look at this show as an audio newsletter. So we're here every Friday. See you next time.